Hey, welcome to episode 109. We made it podcast. We balling in here. We made it podcast is balling in here. Straight Washingtons. We made it podcast.com. We made it podcast on all social media. We will be having a video of this episode up on YouTube if you want to see us just sitting there with talking. Caesar's clothes in the back. Oh, you can't see him. Ouch. My phone dropped. We made it podcast. We made it podcast.com. I think today is Tuesday, May 28th. Tomorrow, hopefully, we're recording with Tiki Taka Podcast. Got to hit them up later, but make sure you check out Tiki Taka Podcast on all platforms, just like our podcast. We made it podcast.com. Caesar still got the daggone sticker on the bottom of these pick and save these big lots. Dollar Tree. So much to talk about today. This week or tomorrow, we're going to be having the Europa League final, and then Saturday, June 1st, we'll be having the
Champions League final.
He had to guess. He don't even know. But he know that there's some dude named Sigurdsson or some UFC fight on Saturday. Don't you know?
No, it's actually Alexander Gustafsson.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this. Look at this guy.
I'm just kidding. It's not this weekend. I'm just making it joke.
Is this weekend? I seen it on ESPN thing. It's not this weekend? No. You sure? It's not this Saturday?
It is Saturday.
Thank you. See?
Out of Stockholm, Sweden.
Wow. All right. You can point it out on the map?
Well, I'm Swedish, so, you know.
That's true. You're like 1%.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we made a podcast.com. Let's go ahead and get it started. Caesar, how you doing? You chilling? Caesar, go show him your the office shirt.
Oh yeah, I'm rocking this young Schrute Farms. You know, the best beet farms in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Out here, shout out Dwight Schrute. You know, this is my favorite vegetable, so I had to rock it today. You know what I'm saying?
Only
what
vegetable.
What are you wearing? A telecom shirt? What is this?
No, this is from one of them pyramids in Mexico, but not like the big one.
Pronounce it.
Pronounce which one?
This long, beautiful word here in Spanish.
Gauchi Montones. Gauchi Montones. Yeah.
I can respect that.
Yeah, out of Jalisco.
Shout out Jalisco. Woo woo.
Yeah. Anyway, Caesar, we had a big deal this weekend. I did watch this game. I didn't take notes, though. But I did watch this game. What? Oh, I was very excited because... I didn't want to really take notes because I kind of was like, whatever. It's not that serious. And plus, we're not going to record till way after the game. Mm-hmm. But Valencia did beat Barcelona in the King's Cup, the Copa del Rey. Valencia won 2-1.
Barcelona playing for the king they don't believe in.
You feel me?
They should be protesting that cup every year if they're really about it.
This dude really just stealing my lines, but yes, I did say that 3 weeks ago. Valencia won 2-1. Gamero scored 21st minute on a nice Gaia assist. Rodrigo scored after that in the 32nd minute off another nice assist by Carlos Soler, who has been rumored with some bigger clubs for a couple years now. He's a baller. And then Messi scored in the 72nd minute. It was really dope. Honestly, I was so excited for this game. I was watching Valencia a lot last year, as you may remember, last season, the Condobia tracker.
Never heard of it.
The one and only Condobia tracker. Also, Caesar was doing the one and only, who was it? The dude from Milan. Bakayoko tracker.
That was the most fun I ever had.
Yeah, literally we're just only picking on black CDMs.
Hey, damn, you're right.
Yeah.
Why don't we do a Strootman tracker?
But actually, the Condobia tracker, I can't remember why I initially did that, because I always liked him as a
player.
player.
You were watching a few games, and you would remember that
I started the first game.
He was balling out, and you were like, I don't feel like he gets any credit, and he's like, he never really makes mistakes. I want to start tracking this.
It was crazy, yo.
Yeah.
He had such a good season last season. He didn't play as many games this year. I don't know if he was injured or what, but
I think he had an injury of some sort. I remember that.
Okay, because he towards the end of the season when I didn't really get to watch Valencia as much this year, but when I did, he didn't start a whole lot of games. But I was wondering about that. But I did after they won the match. Condobia was I think he was the first one to run up and hug Marcelino and pick him up. Uh-huh. So I was like, okay, it seems like they're fine.
Well, he did that to save his spot.
Yeah, some of the things in the game. I mean, people already saw the game, but Coutinho definitely in this match earned his 2 negative awards in the We Made It Award. He definitely earned his worst transfer and worst player awards. He was nowhere, and then Malcolm came on, and Malcolm was turning up. He was if he's not going to do it, let me show you a real Brazilian star here. Malcolm was in there turning up. I honestly never seen Malcolm play like that. And
Coutinho's path has been Brazil, Inter Milan, Liverpool, in Barcelona. Malcolm's like, homie, I came out of Bordeaux, dog. I came out the trenches, and I'm in Barcelona now. I didn't jump from cool club to cool club. It was a little bit struggled, and I'm here now. So I'm here. When I'm gonna come in the game, I'm gonna show you guys what I got for real. I'm not wasting this opportunity.
He was really turning up. Coutinho looked dead regular. Like he looked like Rakitic 2 years ago. Like you're good, kinda, but like you're not really doing that much. But actually, Rakitic's better. Barcelona, like it's not like they look terrible, but it was just like boring and bad, like it has been. They don't have anybody that can fill in that number 9 role. People were criticizing Luis Suarez because he opted to have that surgery before the match. People were saying like, he's choosing country over club because he wants to be able to be there for the Copa America, but he didn't really care about this match. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really have those same criticism about that. Like, I feel like the surgery was 2 years late, so like he needed to do it, and the league's already won, and like they probably felt like they could win without him in the Copa del Rey final.
Or we don't know. Maybe after that battle, it was worse than we imagined. Maybe after that match, he pushed it too far.
Possibly he needed it. Yeah. They were also like all this stuff I've seen on social media, and a lot of people talking about Valverde and Ernesto Valverde, their coach. Like he's got to get out of there, and like I mean, mostly the only media I watch is BN, and Thomas Roggen has been saying he's a coward, and so I don't feel bad about some of the personal attacks I've made on players.
Okay, coward.
I'm like, he's called a coward like every time he talks about him. Ray Hudson's going hard against him. Honestly, like I watched a lot of Barcelona this season. I didn't really feel like it was Ernesto Valverde's fault. Like I just feel like they didn't really have. They haven't made the signings that they need to make, and I feel like the real thing that hindered them was Luis Suarez's poor play.
And I mean, I don't necessarily. I mean, I kind of want to give him. Actually, no, I want to give him a brunt of some of the blame because if you say
you do want to give him,
I do want to give him some of the blame because it's to say anything is that Barcelona. It's not that it was for a lack of effort on trying to get transfers. They signed a lot of players this year.
Yeah, but
there was a lot. Though. I know, but you can't say Vidal was whack this year. You can't say you.
But he's not what they need, though.
Yeah, but what was the position you thought they needed? Just the 9? That was the one they needed the most.
Absolutely.
And I agree they didn't address that necessarily.
They didn't.
But they did give him a Kevin Prince Boateng.
Yeah, they just didn't work out. Honestly, I don't know who to blame for that, Valverde or Messi.
Or management.
Honestly, I don't.
Or management.
I mean, I don't know who makes the signings. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not the coach.
But sometimes the coach is like part of that process.
He's like a player director.
Yeah, maybe. And I don't know if that's Bartomeu. Like, I don't know who's the person that like has the final say. But Messi holds a lot of power in that management. And I don't know if it was Messi saying like, nah, we want Suarez to be. I want Suarez to be playing with me.
Well, I believe it has to be their club president or technical director, for example. Because if you're going to take the Sergio Ramos situation, Sergio Ramos didn't go to Zidane. He didn't go to whatever he went to. He went to Perez and was like, "Hey, like I want to leave." Allegedly, of course.
Yeah, but that's a different team, though.
I know, but I'm saying like that's. I don't think it's crazy inconsistent. Of course, players have a
different power to get into. He's a president.
No, I know he's a president. So I'm saying like it might be the club or the president, like you said, Bartolo. He might be the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like they have some kind of like cohesion when it comes to like signing players, but
the coach can want something, but of course I think the one to pull the trigger is probably gonna be the big guy.
Yeah, well, for whatever reason, they just never really got another dynamic player to play center forward. And honestly, I felt like that was the thing that held them back all season. Even though they played well, sometimes they won the league by a mile.
They could have at least even given a chance, getting like a Lewandowski or something, just to try it. Just see what the deal is. And I know you don't think he's like dope or anything, but that's at least doing something.
Better than Suarez.
I'd rather do nothing. Yeah, for sure.
Now, right now, yeah,
I agree.
And
he probably would have turned up.
I mean, I think a lot of players are like, yo, I'm in Barcelona.
Icardi, whatever, like something out there would have just,
You know what's funny? Because I was thinking today Icardi would be good at Barcelona,
but I don't think because all they need, they just need that dude there.
Yeah, I don't think Messi's rocking with him like that though.
Messi's like it.
No, I mean, I don't know why is Messi Carol Maxi Lopez? I don't know, but whatever. But yeah,
Maxi Lopez is an OG. That's why.
I guess. Is Messi an OG? Oh, Caesar, this is so random. I looked up that game that I saw Messi play in San Diego in 2008. I looked it up. I was like, I wonder if that game was on YouTube, the Mexico versus Argentina friendly. I was like, oh snap!
That's what only you went to.
Yeah, it's like 10 years ago. YouTube.
That's crazy.
And there was like a fight. I was like watching. I was like, oh dang! I didn't see that when I was there.
I wish I saw that fight.
But
that's funny. The match you went to.
Yeah, and I just remember, like, honestly, I didn't know anything about soccer back then. I was just like, yo, like, I don't know who this guy is down there, but he's killing everybody. Like, I'm just like, who is this dude that's destroying everybody in Mexico? Like, it was ridiculous.
You're like, wow, that's really good.
I'm like, that little dude right there down there is just running circles around everybody. But yeah, you know, I guess it ended up being after I want to get into like how do the league winners who only won one trophy improve, and we did a little bit of this last week. Mm-hmm. But aside from Barcelona's failures in that game, shout out to Valencia. They were like 1 point away from relegation in the first half of the season.
Look at that.
They got like so many draws in a row. It was like insane.
They didn't score for a minute, right?
They couldn't, like, I remember watching them early in the season. They just could not get a goal for nothing. It was like crazy. I remember
you were like so over Danny Parejo. You're like, he's
so washed. My God. He actually came out in like the 65th minute of this game. And really? Honestly, and that might have helped him because he's not really a great defensive player, and he always pick up yellow cards.
Yeah, he's pretty old too.
Also, Kondobia came in and he got a yellow card literally for nothing. It was so racist, yo. I gotta call it this round. I'm like, he didn't even do anything. This guy, it was his first foul, even though it wasn't a foul actually. And the dude gave him a yellow card, and I know they're gonna rescind that yellow card for next season too. But
maybe.
No, they definitely got to because he literally did not even touch the dude.
But you know, they might not for him.
Like, I felt bad for him. He's like looking. He's like, what the heck? And he's like, I mean, I'm sure they were like, that's his first foul, and they give me exactly. But he came in and he was like clearing a lot of like corners and stuff like that, and they played well. Geddes could have like put the game away like 2 times at the end. He got like He got one counter, was just him 1-on-1 with the goalie, just like him. Like towards the end of the game, and he like put it wide left, like barely.
Of course.
And then another one, it was just him with an open net because Sillerson had come down for the corner, and he tried to like chip it, kind of like lob it from far away, and it just went wide. But you could tell he was so tired, yo. This was like
he's annoying for that.
Yeah, but they got the win, and like Valencia, even though like you know they ended up getting that last Champions League spot. They also went to the semifinal of Europa after going out of Champions League, and now they got a trophy this season. I think the first trophy in like 10 years or something like that. So, a really great season for Marcelino. They were talking about getting him out of there. I was wondering if because he does have like a really energetic type of style with the way he wants the players to play, and from what I've heard, he's like really meticulous and like works them hard in practice and stuff. So I was wondering if maybe they were just tired, the players.
Are you saying they're saying similar to like the situation that Chile had, where the players just
they just got exhausted. Yeah,
so, that's not play can like it's a wear and tear on the body.
Sevilla when Sao Paulo was at Sevilla.
Yes, I mean, even towards the end of Chile too, like they were starting to fall apart a little bit too. Yeah. He was part of that, and I think he does it a lot.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but I heard that about Barcelona. But
I'll be honest, I haven't been tracking how he's been doing in
who's that?
Brazil, so I'm actually intrigued to see how
Sao Paulo?
Yeah.
Where did he go? I forgot.
I believe he's at Corinthians.
It was a big team.
Or Santos. Corinthians or Santos. I think it's Corinthians. Okay. It's the biggest team in Brazil, I believe he went to.
The biggest team in
money-wise, I think Corinthians
Victoria
is the most money. No, they're not big.
But yeah.
They're OG, though. They're not big. 1899 Cricket Club.
Yeah, yes, sir. They didn't allow black players. So, yeah.
Good.
Shout out to Valencia. You know, I for some reason I kind of like them, and I also just love Kondobia. So like
I think Valencia is one of the cooler logos. I think it's kind of fresh.
Yeah,
they have a cool little vibe to them. And they're like, I don't like to be that corny dude, but I think their Twitter account is pretty funny. But
I never really looked at it, but
it's actually they're actually funny.
Yeah, and I thought they were tripping. They had so many forwards. Oh, like Gonzalo Guedes didn't like score for so long either, and then towards the end of the season he kind of picked up. And like I remember against somebody, I think it might have been. It was another Spanish team. Oh, Villarreal in Europa. He like had like 4 goals or 3 goals, something like that. He was turning up. But yeah. Anyway, speaking of obviously Barcelona, so Caesar, I want to ask you. We're gonna go through the big 5 of the big 5 European leagues. Only ones people care about.
Okay. Shout out Turkey. The
league winners who only won 1 trophy. So that's Barcelona, Juventus, and PSG. How they can improve their team, because none of these they're big teams, and winning 1 trophy in a season is poor. We're not going to count even though you wanted to count the Super Cup for Juventus. Do you still want to count that?
Yeah.
The Saudi Super Cup.
Whoa, what's wrong with Saudis?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying where they
Shout out
play.
Yassine. Go ahead.
So what do you think about?
Remember that?
Can you relax? Right? I'm gonna put that song.
That'd be hard. No lie.
Can you? What do you think Barcelona needs to do to improve?
I mean, I think the obvious was already stated the last couple of weeks that we think that they really need a striker.
What do you think? Don't be talking for me and speak up.
I'll literally hit that bottle out of your hand right now.
It'd be really funny if you did.
Just spill all over.
Just punch it. I'd be dying.
Yeah, but it'd be all over my house.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what you think. I think that a striker would be good, and then if we're just getting away from that. Probably, I think they really want to address what they're going to do in the back line. I already said this before, and you already said to me, PK's excellent. He's young and beautiful. You didn't say all that. And it's okay. I mean, you're a captain. It's okay.
I didn't say that.
Because you like to flip-flop on PK all of a sudden now. But I just think that they really got to address the situation. Whether it's keeping him TT or moving on or trying to see what they want to do.
Seems like he's going to go.
Okay. And what they want to do. I did hear that, you know, and also, not only just him, also the left back situation. There was some rumors going on with Jordi Alba, what they want to do. I hope they don't get rid of Jordi Alba because he's a baller. If they do, they already lost their the backup kid, the Susurella, whatever, who's a little baller. The left back they have, Cucurella, but he's playing at Eibar. I think he actually signed off Eibar. He's left back. Yeah, he's good.
The one with the hair?
Yeah, he's like left back. Hold
on.
With the long
that dude,
he's a baller.
Is insane.
He's a baller.
Caesar, I saw him, but I was like, this guy's literally like the best player of all time. I'm like, that guy's better than Maradona.
Okay,
who is this guy?
Can I say something real funny? Oh, I was trying to get BN to work, and I was BN 2 or 3 watching one of these boring ass games. And I think it was Eibar, right?
Yeah, I think it was right.
And I was like, yo, this dude in the headband. I'm like, you know what I thought it was? I thought at first it was the lines from Mexico. I was like, is this the Mexico dude?
Leones, yeah.
I was like, whoa. And I was like, no, it's not. I Googled him. I was like, oh, yeah, he's on FIFA. He's a baller. He's so good. Like
he's from Barcelona.
Yeah, I know. He's from the academy. He played for
I think he's on loan.
I looked, he went from, he's on loan, but they bought his option, so they can buy him back from the team, but he's permanent right now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, but they can get him back.
Yes,
I don't think Messi wants him there because Messi will be like, "Yo, this dude's too good. I don't want him here."
He's really good.
I'm like, this dude's literally the best player I've ever seen.
He plays like a fullback left wing. I'm like,
I feel like when I watched him, he wasn't playing as a left back. He was playing a more advanced position.
Yeah, but I mean, I know he's been listed at both before, so I know he can do both. But I'm sure
don't waste him back there. Put him forward.
Yeah, please. That's like almost how I felt about Chelsea when they had Victor Moses. I'm like, I don't want to see him playing defense. Can you just have him up top? Even Nigeria, I'm like, why are you guys running a right wing, left wing back? Just let him be up top doing things because no one else is doing anything right now. So yeah, he's really, really freaking good, and his hair is cool. So I like him.
That little dude is cool. Ridiculous.
Were you watching? You're like, whoa. He's like better than Diego Maradona.
Oh, easily.
What do you mean easily? You can't just say easily.
I've never seen Maradona play in my life. He's definitely better than
Maradona. Who's better, him or Pele?
He's definitely better than Pele. If he played in the 30s, he was still playing now. Or the 50s, whatever Pele played.
I'm so down for actually look at what you liked on Instagram. It's like all videos of his highlight clips on Instagram just balling.
No, he's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, he's really good. But like a player like that is something you might want to bring into the fold because I think that what Barcelona keeps addressing is things on the right side. Like Semedo, they got Dembele, players that are kind of on that side. I think they really need to address the left side of the field. The side opposite pretty much of Messi hasn't really been addressed. You got Malcolm, you got players like that. What's going on the left side? That's my opinion. Coutinho's dead in the water. You need to kind of hit up what's going on there. Either get a player on that side of the field that's like that player, like that place, that's his place to play, and then have a young guy coming in and rotating and playing off that. Or you need, and also address the back line. Probably just those two. Like basically that L on the left side is what they want to address. Like the back line, and I think the left side of the field they can really hit up because. As we've known, they got the one trophy, but the one time they hit that treble in recent years is when they had the trident going. The three up top was a solid formation. One side was world class, and the left side. You need that, essentially.
And the thing with Neymar, too, back then, Neymar can really play very wide.
No, he can.
I mean, Neymar will
He has no problem being on the hash line.
Yeah, Neymar sit on that touch line, and if he receives the ball, he can create a lot, and somebody has to.
He'll go as far as he can to get space to make his moves and do what he got to do.
And defense have to worry about it.
Yeah, so you want want players like that slash. You want a slashing player on the left side, and you want to dress in the in the center forward position. That you don't have to have someone that's crazy ball skill oriented, but at least someone that's a good finisher, a solid player.
But I feel like all center forwards are really good at playing the ball.
Pretty good.
Anybody that's like not. I mean, there's not that many center forwards. Most of them are like 26 and up.
Would you say Giroud and Dzeko is good with the ball? I think they're good with their head and their body positioning. I would say they're great with the ball.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it so real with you. I've seen Edin Dzeko a couple years ago when he scored hella goals for Roma. Like he was sitting back and picking out assists. Year? No, I think it was 2 years ago. I could be mistaken, but
it was last year, dog.
Okay, he was sitting back kind of and almost playing like a 10. He was hitting hella passes. Edin Dzeko was a very good,
He's
very good at moving the ball.
He's very good.
Giroud's not as good, but Giroud is really good at he wins every ball that comes his way. So that's another thing too. Although Barcelona don't really play like that.
No.
So I mean, I don't think Edin Dzeko's the person that he's a little bit too slow for what Barcelona wants to do. But like, like
I said.
Yeah, I mean, we can't say that. Dro gets mad when we say that. So
I'm sorry. But
what I said is that they need another young, vibrant midfielder that can kind of push Messi to be even better. Not like, I mean, Messi's balling, but I feel what.
That doesn't work around here.
No. Okay, but like not somebody to like challenge Messi necessarily, but somebody like when I think of Ndombele from Lyon, like he's somebody that's really good at creating space in the midfield. He's just like, honestly, it would be if
like an Iniesta type of player, like around Messi, that creates and is effective.
And I agree. You know who would be really good for Barcelona right now is Modric. Actually.
Oh, absolutely.
Modric would be really good.
He's what they need.
He's like the player that they've needed these past couple seasons.
Yeah. I don't like. I think Rakitic is a very.
He's lost a step.
He's a step, and I think he's very stiff. He seems very stiff to me. What I like about Modric is that he's like although like he's not like the craziest flashy players, he's very dangerous and he puts in a lot of hustle and effort. I think he's technically sound. Like he's really clean. He's
amazing. Yeah, there's literally nothing to complain about Modric.
No.
But Rakitic, like he's lost a step. He's looking older. You know what I mean? He still has.
To me, it looks a little stiff.
Yeah, he's just. It's time for him to move on, and that's okay. But maybe like in Ndombele or something. I mean, there's some other guys that I can imagine too that can kind of like do some of the things that Messi does. Obviously not on that level, but can kind of like create space because obviously Messi plays basically in the midfield too.
Yeah.
To kind of create space and like make it so teams can't just clamp down defensively on Barcelona. Then also, if you had somebody on that left side, that would also create more space for things to open up. But then you also need a center forward that can actually like, be able to like hit on the counter. Like every time I see Luis Suarez like on any kind of counter, he just lost the ball. He just looks so bad. And I don't know if this surgery is going to help him actually. Maybe the surgery will help him.
It could rejuvenate him and give him a second win.
Yeah, maybe that's what he's needed to kind of get back to his old self, but I don't know. So yeah, that was my thing. Honestly, I think they need somebody in the midfield. Maybe even like, maybe it's time for Busquets to go. Maybe, or maybe not to necessarily go, but to
You're funny.
Yeah,
dude.
See, I'm gonna do this.
You're funny right now.
Okay, the only reason I'm saying it is this last game. What's the issue?
I can't believe this.
What do you guys say?
I was getting told I'm being ridiculous and everything last week when I said this.
That wasn't last week.
And then it basically was in my mind. And then you come over here and make the same statement, and then you go, well, based off the last game.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to change my mind?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down.
So yeah, like maybe not necessarily he's got to go, but like somebody that can kind of play that similar position that he plays. What, you guys talking to somebody underneath the jersey? But Barcelona obviously is still a really good team. They still have a lot of talent. They won the league by a mile. But, honestly, like somebody of Messi's caliber, like Barcelona should be in the Champions League final. You know what I mean? Like it's a shame that they in the last like 4 seasons, like they haven't been in the fight. Like they should have reached a final at one of these.
I mean, cool they didn't, but they should be there.
I mean, yeah, but that's because you're a fan.
Yeah, the fan side of me is like that's cool, but the non-fan side of me is like no, they should definitely be there because that's a historic club. They have one of the best players in the world, and they should be out there.
It doesn't make any sense for them to be losing back-to-back seasons, a 3-0 and a 4-0 in the second leg. It doesn't make any sense.
No, PSGs can do that, but not your Barcelona's.
Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about Juventus. What they could do. Obviously, they only won one trophy. They won the league.
How many Juventus games you watched this year?
Look, it says I didn't watch much Juve, but that's what I started. I didn't watch.
I just wonder. I was curious. Personally curious. 1, 2. You watched the quarterfinals. No,
I watched one game in the Champions League. I watched them play Valencia in Champions League. That was early. I saw the game where Ronaldo got the red card. So maybe I watched them 3 times all season. I didn't see any league games, none. And maybe I didn't watch the games against Ajax.
Did you watch a Roma game this year?
I don't think I saw Roma play all year. No, I didn't see them in Champions League either. I don't think. Huh. No.
It's crazy.
I don't think. Maybe I did, though. I feel like I saw at least one game of Roma. I think I did see but I can't remember.
You're using last year's game of this year.
No, I think I saw one game. I don't remember it. Either way, it don't matter. I don't remember it. But I did watch Juve play Valencia, and I watched them play whatever game it was where Ronaldo got the red card. But that could have been against Valencia. So it might have been one game in Champions League group stage. But you watched them more than I did. So the thing I put before I'll get into like what I think they need to do is that they won the league. I didn't watch that much, but they definitely didn't get that much production out of the rest of the team. Mandzukic got 9 goals. Oh, well, Ronaldo got 21. I guess the boycott's over. But Mandzukic was second behind him with 9 goals, but he only played 25 games.
Yeah, I remember when he got hurt.
You know, and
I didn't judge how serious it was. It was pretty serious, apparently.
Douglas Costa had 1 goal all season and 0 assists. So yeah, they didn't really get much, and then Dybala only had 5 league goals. So yeah, but you watched them. So what do you think?
I think I don't think necessarily a lot of Juventus issues is player wise, as long as it is more of a tactical understanding of what they're going to do. Okay, so Allegri's out.
So you think they need?
Yeah, I think that they're.
So who's the coach? You think?
I think that I'll be honest with you, I don't really know because I don't really understand Juve's mission statement anymore. I don't know what they're about anymore. I think
trying to win the Champions League.
No, I get it. That's for sure. That's cute that you said that. But like, I think that like over the last 5 years, Juventus is kind of like doing this morphine into something like their identity. They changed their badge. They're changing their jersey, and then they have a new coach in, and they put their money into a player like Ronaldo.
That jersey's trash, by the way.
I don't hate it.
The split one, the two-face.
Okay, can I keep it real about the jersey? You know why I
Harvey Dent.
You know why I like it? Because it's weird. I'm just everything I see.
Like this shirt.
Everything. Do that again. Everything I see is so template and boring that it's cool to see something.
I can respect that you like it because it's ugly.
It's ugly, and that's why I like. I'm down to see some crazy.
Okay.
You know, like everything is so template for oriented. It's frustrating. You'll see like Juventus and Chelsea and Tottenham have basically the same away jerseys. I'm like, oh no, remember it was against Man City and who played and Man City had that teal jersey and so did Tottenham. I'm like, why are you guys wearing the same shirts? So it's like whack to me.
They need me to design them.
You would just do stick lines and all wobbly stuff.
Okay. Can you talk about what else Juve needs?
I want to know. I really want to know tactically what they're going to do because I think that their biggest issues that a lot of their offense was predicated on how their normal style is of like in the past of like bringing the back line up and relying on that defense. But I think when you have a player like Ronaldo, you need to predicate your offense around him and build around that. Even though if it's not might be for the next 5 years, you need to do that if you have any serious kind of hopes of winning Champions League. Because a player like that, you don't just throw in there and keep doing what you're doing. It's a player that he does a thing, and you need to organize players around that. You need to have a center forward. You need to really, really, really address the center forward position. That needs to be a primary objective. You should be beating Barcelona on every single phone call to whatever center forward if Barcelona's trying to get. You should be trying to beat that. If it's someone like hypothetically Joe's going to hate me, like I said, then Juventus should be like, no, we need that guy. That's a guy we need in the middle. He would be amazing. He would be amazing there. You need a player like that. Like, however, Barcelona, they need him more because they didn't even make it as far. They need that player.
What about Higuain coming back? He's still in the books for Juve.
I don't think it's ever going to work because I really don't think there's a relationship between him and Ronaldo that's going to work.
That's so whack.
I know it's so whack, but I mean, like,
can they swallow their pride?
No, let's keep it real. Is this all a part of maybe there's just professionalism in him that other players didn't like? They don't like that in him. Maybe they just saw.
Well, no, I'm not saying Ronaldo. I'm saying both of them or Higuain. I don't know who's the culprit.
I don't know the culprits, but
they would work really well together.
They would, but they've tried it before. It didn't work well together.
So they weren't successful.
No,
together?
They didn't ball out together.
Okay, well maybe they would on Juve then.
So maybe they would, or maybe they would. You know, it was a long time ago. They're both past their 30s. It could be totally different now. Yeah. But they're Europeans and Latin, so it doesn't work like that.
What about this? He's not African no more.
Higuain?
No, the other one.
No, I already had the review.
What the hell are you doing here, dog? Damn.
I don't care about that. It's just Lua.
What about Dries Mertens?
For what?
For Juve.
That'd be kind of cool, but the problem with the Juventus is they kind of play really tall. They play like a big game ball, like when it comes to like crosses and stuff. And I don't know if Mertens is really gonna help with that.
Dybala's short.
Yeah, but but Dybala doesn't really play that center forward role. I think they really hit the center forward role. I'm not saying Dries Mertens would be a bad option.
Dries Mertens can play in the middle.
He'd ball out, but
he can play in the middle.
I don't think that would constitute what they need, like a necessity.
Okay. All right.
Give me another one.
You know who I think that would be really good, because you talked about their midfield too. I think Verratti would be good for them.
Absolutely, I think that'd be a good move for him. I know there's already rumors about Pjanic being on his way out, and if not, that's true, or if not, I think that'd be good. You know, you make sure you keep something like my tweet. It's fine to have Emre Can rotating in the game, but they really need to have a center mid with that's good on the ball, doesn't make a lot of mistakes, comfortable all areas of the field, like a Verratti, like a Isco, those kind of small, strong midfielders that are good on the ball and also play some pretty good defense. Would be really good.
Yeah, I think Verratti would be really good.
Yeah, Verratti would. He'd down to go over there and get some fouls again. He gets more yellows.
Absolutely. But you don't know who you don't have an
idea.
I'll
be honest, I don't really know. I don't understand this coaching thing. I don't really get it. Like, I always think I go up, I'm like, who's really out there available? They come names out the woodwork, or they just bring some old guy in. I don't really know what would be good for Juve.
You know who they're talking about for Barcelona? Who? Roberto Martinez.
Why?
I don't know.
What did he ever do to deserve that?
I don't know, honestly.
Do you just have to get 2 jobs and you're in forever? It's like a fraternity?
Facts.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Honestly, I was just like, really?
I think it's way more gangster when these teams are like, and putting their former players into like coaching the youth teams and coming up. I think it's cooler, like bring up players like that.
Yeah, they're talking about Maurizio Sarri maybe for Juve and
why
some other people. I don't know.
It's just boring. Like, why? You know, I thought it was a cool signing. I forgot who. Marseille getting Villas-Boas. I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they should bring Conte back to Juve.
Yeah,
yeah. I think Conte's a good coach, and I think he might work well with Ronaldo too.
What are these coaches really doing out here? Go ahead, man.
Well, I think Conte is really.
I just want to have a guy walking around in that suit. That's why.
Yeah.
On the sideline.
I think it's whack when they wear suits. Just wear some shorts, dog. Get it cracking.
Yeah, you should wear like Sampoli in Brazil. He's like wearing all tats out, hanging out.
Yeah, that's just make me uncomfortable, dog.
Oh, now you have a limit. Like, there's a lot of tattoos going on.
Yeah, for Sao Paulo, because you from Argentina, dog. You in one of them gangs or what? He in one of them gangs?
Yeah, probably.
He might be one of the ones extorting tethers. Okay, the next...
Made it does not stand by any comments made by Bam on this show.
Anyway, okay, so PSG is the other club that only won 1 trophy but won the league.
Clear house.
We also never talked about Mr. Responsibilities, aka Mbappe. We never talked about that really. So,
Mr. Responsibility.
Yeah, I gotta start saying that.
That sounds like a really cool Afrobeats name. Mr. Responsibility.
Caesar, I was looking on Twitter, all them people, and I was putting translate tweet. So many people calling him Mr. Responsibilities. It had me dying.
That's so good. I didn't know this. I'm so down that I would call him that. That's our episode name is Mr. Responsibility.
I'm so with it. But yeah, so what do you think PSG needs to do for next season?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I think that PSG...
Can I go first?
Yeah, please. I mean, this is your club here. I've watched as many PSG games as you've watched Juve games this year, so go ahead.
Okay. Excuse me.
Also, Neymar probably got hurt today, so we'll see what happens.
I saw that, yeah. I think that everything that Mbappe said when he picked up the Player of the Year award, like saying that, I need more responsibility either here or somewhere else, I think you're gonna read your watch, your soldier watch, or you're gonna... I think that... Because there was...
Are you kidding me?
There was a lot of speculation about what that was about, what was it referring to, and I actually have been listening to the last couple of episodes of... I don't really know how to pronounce. I think it's called... What in the world is going on? It's a Ligue 1 podcast. It's like dudes that like work for Ligue 1, like in English, obviously. It's the guy that does This is Paris for PSG and like some other dudes that commentate for Ligue 1. They have a podcast. I think it's 3 or 4 of them, and I've been listening to the last couple episodes. I really like it actually, because they like really, really know the league. Like they know it like inside and out, and they know France so well. So it's really cool to hear. Like
This is Paris.
Yeah, well, it's not This is Paris. It's a Ligue 1 podcast. So it's like really cool to hear them talking about like.
You send it to your boy or what?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'm
so desperate for a soccer podcast. It's terrible.
Honestly, like, let me relax. But it was really cool to hear them talking about the teams that have really passionate cities and football fan bases. They were like Marseille and Lens was like the number 2, like the one that has like the really passionate fan base. Yeah,
Lens.
So because I think
Racing Club Lens.
Yes, because I think they're coming up into League on this year, and they're like saying like how good that is for the league because like
that's pretty damn cool to hear that.
Yeah, I was like, I had no idea.
That makes me kind of hyped to watch RC Lens now.
Right, and they're saying like talking about Marseille, like like Marseille's one of those towns like. Most cities in France are like this, but in Marseille, like when you get in the taxi driver asks you about Marseille Club. Like,
that's kind of cool. That's fresh.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that Mbappe, when he was talking about, because there was a lot of speculation. What is he talking about? Is he talking about Cavani? Is he talking about this, and that? I honestly feel like him saying he wants more responsibility is that like he wants the team built around him, and I think he wants Neymar gone. Honestly, I think that's what it's directed at because. I think one of the big things for him is that he wants the team built around him. He wants to take penalties.
Yeah,
I think he wants to be like when there's a penalty to take, like it's me taking it. Like there's no speculation around that, and I think he wants Neymar out.
Yeah, and especially I think if his mindset is like, hey, like I mean, I'm assuming if his
we're assuming, of course.
Yeah. If his mindset is like, hey, like I'm doing you guys a favor by being here.
On some level, for sure.
Yeah, like he kind of is. Like he kind of is.
Big facts. Yeah.
Because I'm here for you. Like I'm doing this for you. I could be a Real, whatever, my dream club, but I'm here. So here I am. So do things to cater me being here.
Yeah.
It's the least quote unquote I can ask for. You know what I mean? Like that kind of behavior. I think that's why I can agree with what you're saying. I don't
necessarily. I'm not saying that what he said was right or that he should have done that. I don't think it was like the best thing to do or say in the media. But I think he's like, look. I want to be the man, and whether he wants to play the center forward, like if he wants to continue playing as a center forward or what, I don't know. But I think he wants to have the role that Neymar has. Neymar just kind of like is like given this free reign, and like you're the biggest star, so you're like the quote unquote leader or whatever, and like the penalties go to you. I think he's like, nah, like I want that, and not that he wants to be like the global superstar necessarily like Neymar, but he just wants to be the man.
Well, let's keep it real. If I'm gonna be on his side,
who's
Mbappe?
Okay,
I'll say this: the man was part of the World Cup winning team this year.
Contributed a lot too.
Contributed a lot. I mean, if anything, he was a memorable player on that lineup, and he's going to be remembered for years. And highlights going to show him scoring.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
did more than Griezmann.
Yeah, absolutely. And then he was on that team. They won a World Cup. He had a good year. I think better year than last year for France this year for Paris. Right, he had a great year this year for Paris. Right.
Yeah, he was second in Europe in goals.
Way behind Messi.
No, he's only like 3 or 4.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
God,
okay. So I don't know.
Jeez, go join the League On podcast. Get out of here. So I think that him being in those positions, I think that he's like, look, man, like this has been a lot for me this year, and like let's keep it all the way real. When it's been going down, Neymar's been hurt. He hasn't been here. He's about to probably not be here again. Assuming he might be okay, but I'm saying like, but even if not, you're kind of a risk at this point. You're an injury risk.
I think Mbappe's like getting
I've been
out of
here for. I'm committed to this country,
this club,
and this country. How I feel about that. All this is going on, and I'm the French player on this French club. This is center of France, Paris Saint-Germain. Why are you not? You should be doing this now. I don't think the right course is to take it to the media, of course, but I don't really know how back office of soccer works. I don't really know how they do it. And this could be the way of putting pressure on upper level management because he could be saying this all the time. They're just like, yeah, son. He's like probably over it. So like, I'm just going to say this and to make them think I'm serious.
Yeah, that could be the case.
That just to be on his side and understanding it.
I'm not necessarily criticizing him, but I can understand why he would want Neymar gone. Like people are saying, oh, like he wants the 9 shirt. He doesn't want Cavani there. Like Cavani's 32. Like that's not
what I'm talking about.
Like I'm like Cavani's 32. Like it's not really that serious at this point.
He's more of a piece than he is a primary option.
Exactly, and like Cavani's like
he's not even in the way of him. He's not even in the way. What are you talking about?
Honestly, it's weird the way Mbappe really don't be passing Cavani the ball these past couple games. Against Dijon, it was really insane. And actually, I was vindicated too because one of them League On podcast guys actually said it too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, because they were kind of because I think it was 4 of them, and they were talking about it. And some of them were on Mbappe's side, and some were kind of critical of him. And some of them were saying like, that one of them was like, look, Mbappe's just a football machine. Like, he's just a machine. He doesn't care. Like, he just wants to get out there and play. Like, that's it. And he wants the best situation around him. Another guy was kind of like, dang, like, I was kind of romanticizing Mbappe, but, like, he came out and did this. I'm kind of like, damn, dog, you're kind of mean kind of situation. But, one of them did say, like, and they didn't expound. It's like, well, why didn't he pass Cavani the ball? Like, he said that. And I was like, and I tweeted back to them, but nobody responded. But I think Mbappe wants to be like the tip of the spear, and I think he wants to be like the team built around him. And the one person that's in his way is Neymar. Now, here's the question: where can Neymar go? You once said that this was last year. That you can't really defend.
I'm mad you're saying this because now it's like how long I've been doing this damn podcast when you're saying I believe it was last year.
2 years.
I'm annoyed. But go ahead. About 3 years ago, you said episode 1.
You said that you can't defend, and I agreed with you. You can't defend Neymar going to Real Madrid. And honestly, I agree with you. Like, I think that's super lame if he goes to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I think it's even lamer if he goes back to Barcelona. You're whack, actually. And Barcelona's whack if they take you back, too.
I'm not saying he has endless options, but if he does go to, like I said, if he goes to Real Madrid,
it's kind of like
I'm not going to tell him no, but I'm also not going to ride for him for it. I'm like, look, y'all right.
Y'all were right about him.
Yeah, you're right. He's just not that guy.
You know where I think he should go? Man U. I think that's where he should go. With Pogba there, I think they can work out. Well, I think if there's rumors that
Pogba
Neymar will come, I think Pogba's going to stay no matter what. But if Neymar's going to come there, Pogba's going to stay. Yeah. Because also Pogba takes the penalties. Right. Pogba takes penalties, and that's weird. Pogba was their highest scorer this season. He had 13 goals. He was their highest scorer.
What about Rashi?
Yo, it was like Pogba 13 and Lukaku 12 in the league.
Oh God,
yeah, in the league. If I'm not mistaken, but Pogba definitely led them in goals and assists.
That's funny.
I know that much. I think Neymar would be a decent fit. I think he wants to be like. I think he cares about his stardom.
I think he likes I think he wants to break into also the English media mold of success, especially like his and even if it's not him, he could be having pressure from his dad as manager and his because dad oversees like his image and everything too. Like, hey, like you have like this Jordan thing that just happened, and you have like this Nike sponsorship, and you do a lot of America crossover stuff. England will be really beneficial for you. It'd be the closest thing you get towards getting American exposure without being in America, to be honest with you.
And that's the club for it. But he's got to change his game. He can't be doing that flopping stuff. But that'll be good for him, though.
I don't know if he's gonna ever do that.
No, he'll have to. No, he'll have to.
I mean, you can say that, but he's 27, right?
He didn't do it that much this season. Honestly, he didn't.
You're talking about like the World Cup flopping.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I don't think he would doing that. But he might do it in the beginning. He might get a hyper and then get over it.
No, they will kill him in the media over there. Like, they will destroy Neymar in the media. He'll be done for.
It's okay, but you don't understand. It's different when like you're like he's Brazilian because he just pretend like he doesn't know what they're saying. He's just chill, but like
but it's not whether he knows. It's just the media itself. Like, they will destroy his image.
Yeah, England will play games.
Yeah. So
neither in France though.
Huh?
The media in France is pretty aggressive too, though.
Yeah, but it's France. Nobody cares.
Yeah, facts.
I
think that's a good idea. I'd say, like, if anything, like
go to Man U.
Yeah, go to EPL, whatever. Like, even if it's not Man U, go to EPL in those top threes or whatever. Big money clubs.
He can't go to City.
What if he goes and replaces Hazard?
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think he's too big for Chelsea.
I agree, but like I could see him there though.
Yeah, for sure. But I think he's too big for Chelsea, though. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, honestly,
I mean, they've won a Champions League more recently than Man U.
This is true, but like I remember Martez saying and it wasn't even like joking. He's like, Chelsea's not really a big club like that.
No, they're big in England, but not big around the world.
But they're not like big. You know what I mean? Like I think they have like their kind of fans just like there.
They've had a lot of success though.
Yeah, that's true. But like Arsenal has a bigger fan base than Chelsea, and Chelsea's been.
I'll be real with you. I can't imagine a situation where. I can't imagine Man U getting Neymar because, like, just knowing rumors, of course, over the years, my lights are going crazy. How bad Pep has wanted to coach Neymar over the years. Seeing the situation where he passes by him and plays in the team across would be kind of wild to me. But of course, anything could happen.
He can't go to City though. Like, I mean, a lot's got to change for him to go to City. They're gonna have to sell like 2 big players.
Okay, they got like 500.
No, they don't necessarily.
They got endless wings they could sell to make space.
Yeah, but you know who you gotta sell is Raheem Sterling.
I mean, do you?
Yeah,
he kind of plays everywhere. He's kind of a baller.
He plays on the left wing
and the right too.
Yeah, but he starts on the left wing. Guy, you know. But he starts on the left wing for City.
True, but he could just go to Real Madrid and I'll be okay with it.
Yeah, but you can't do that. Like you can't be like they'll kill Pep. You selling an English player for this fool? You ain't doing that.
I don't know if they do that they get upset about for Neymar.
No,
he seems like an exception to the rule for
they don't want to.
I know you'd be coming at him, but you know
who
Neymar.
You just did too.
I have to. He's a countryman.
But anyway, Mbappe. I'm sorry, PSG. Like I think aside from that's all we talked about so far is the Mbappe situation. I think that they need to build in the midfield. I think they need to get a CDM like 3 years ago. There's not a whole lot of options at CDM. There's not a lot. We've talked about.
Take him.
We talk about Casemiro. We talk about Marcos Llorente from Real Madrid. We talked about Condobia. We talked about Danilo Ex Machina from Porto. There's not a whole lot of real CDMs out there that are good and tall and want to play defense.
Condobia would be so dope.
Yeah, I think there's like there's not that many, but I think the rest of the midfield, if they keep Verratti, they keep Paredes, if they keep Draxler, who's playing in the midfield, basically, I think the rest of the midfield is not that bad if they don't have injuries. Maybe if Jordi Alba is getting pushed out of Barcelona, maybe PSG could pick him up. They really need a left back. Kurzawa's like washed. Juan Bernat is kind of just like whatever.
Juan Bernat had way too many goals.
Yeah, especially in Champions League.
That's a damn shame.
Kurzawa's kind of washed though. Honestly, like he just doesn't have it. I don't know what's going on with him.
But that injury might have been worse than we imagined, dude.
Yeah, but he wasn't even that good before that, honestly.
I know, but he was doing it all with the hair.
He still is. I think he got a weave. He got the Fetty Wap weave. Like that Tiger weave. But yeah, the back line is not bad. I think they should get rid of Dani Alves as well. But if Neymar's there, he's going to stay for sure.
You mean captain of Brazil, Dani Alves? How dare you?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Cavani's going to leave too. But some of those things are like they just got to happen. They're not that bad. Like I think Di Maria's going to stay. I think Di Maria really likes it there, and the fans like him a lot too. But yeah,
I want to see Cavani back at Napoli. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that could happen. We'll see. But Cavani was saying after the game,
is he going to Uruguay?
No. He was saying that he wants to see out his contract, and he has another year on his contract. But I think that's just the polite thing to say. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, better do it because anybody can sign him after because it'd be a free transfer.
Well, yeah, and I don't think PSG's going to let him go a free transfer. I mean, that'd be silly if they did. If he stays this next season, he's going to sign an extension and then get sold. But yeah, maybe Jordi Alba would be good. They need a left back that's like actually good, and there's not a whole lot of those either. But yeah, anyway, that's those teams that need to do some stuff to improve it. They should just listen to us, then they'll be better.
Yeah, I got you guys. Free advice.
Yeah. Did I say Tuchel got an extension? The coach?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he got a year. He got a couple year. He got an extension to 2021, so he'll be there next season too. So yeah, PSG's all in.
Genius.
Caesar, tomorrow, May 29th, we will be having the Europa League final. We got Chelsea versus Arsenal. What's up? Who you got?
Arsenal.
Why?
I think players like Hazard kind of just have one foot out the door.
Damn. You think it's going to affect this game?
I think it'll affect your game regardless. If there's any kind of thing in your mindset where this could be it, or this probably it. Either it's going to make you emotionally invested and want to ball out, or be like, hey, I got to be careful here. I'm kind of I'm kind of valued, buddy. You know what I'm saying? These knees is important for this transfer. Like, hey, you gotta do the Neymar jump and roll 1,000 times.
Pass it back to Rudiger.
You just gotta get sniped in the back like Neymar, and you'll be okay. Like, oh no, I'm out.
Start limping in the beginning of the game. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Then do a teary apology. Say, hey, thank you for the wonderful years. You guys are amazing, and go. Yeah, I think that's why, and also like I think Arsenal's just hitting everything right now.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see that game. To be honest with you.
What's the name? Also,
is it going to be on regular TV?
I think I'm about to watch it in Spanish.
Is it really not going to be?
I can't remember honestly. I think it is, TNT. But because I remember seeing at the beginning of the season they were going to have the Europa League final was the only one they were going to have on TNT. But all the other Europa games are in Spanish. Not all of them, but there's also the issue with Mkhitaryan, him not traveling with the team because of there's been long political tension between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and they're playing the game in Azerbaijan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think like Armenia is
doing this stuff.
I think Armenia is occupying part of Azerbaijani land, or there's like some disputed land.
I first learned really a lot about Azerbaijan at that car show, so I'm excited.
Okay, yeah. Don't make me start saying stuff. Like, don't make me start.
Shout out the oil though.
You said the oil?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they got oil off the Caspian.
They oil pool.
But yeah,
take oil
bath. So he didn't travel with the team.
Don't make me start saying stuff.
Yeah, because you know I'll get it cracked.
You get in that zone.
Yeah, I get for real. He didn't travel with the team, so they're also saying like he might be kind of like a rallying thing. Now addressing that, like Azerbaijan said, like it's fine for him to come here. They'll make sure everything's okay, but like he didn't go. Now people are blaming. They're blaming UEFA. Like, why are you having the game there? Like, you shouldn't be doing that. I'm going to say how I feel. I honestly feel like there was more pressure on Mkhitaryan to not go there from Armenian people.
Yeah, I don't think the pressure was him being necessarily afraid of Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
It's about his perception would be for Armenians if he went and participated.
I remember one time, I didn't like watch this on the show, but I seen like a clip when, what's his name? Lamar Odom was going to go play in Turkey. When he was with Khloe Kardashian, and she was like, "Wait, you can't be going there because I'm from Armenia."
He was like, "What?"
Yeah, I think he still went, but I think it was more pressure from like his family or like maybe the Armenian government or somebody saying like, "Nah, don't be going there," because it's kind of like recognizing something or whatever. I think Azerbaijan would have like made sure he was okay. Yeah. But then I seen some video.
Yeah, I understand Mkhitaryan's position because you got family and stuff, man. It's different.
Maybe they're saying like, "No, don't be going to play."
I might be okay, but the situation is about me. It's about everybody else I love.
Yeah, and sometimes there's like boycotts that like happen when sport, like Iran doesn't play against Israel. Like there's boycotts between teams, like they don't play against each other.
Yeah.
So I think it was more like him not wanting to go, but they're saying that could be like a rallying cry for Arsenal, whatever. But yeah, I do feel like Arsenal has a better team, and I would imagine that I feel like they can pull it off. Obviously, Unai Emery's won the Europa like 3 times with Sevilla.
800.
I think he won it 3 times
in a row. Was it 12, 13, 14? I think it was 12, 13, 14.
Nah, I think it
13,
was
14, 15,
something like that, yeah.
I remember that. I remember seeing on his Twitter. I was like, "You're stunting right now."
Yeah. So, yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, Sevilla team, they were balling.
Also, this Saturday, we'll be having the Champions League final. Caesar, can I keep it real?
You're not excited.
I'm not excited.
You're not excited.
You're not either.
Me either. This is whack. I don't like inter-country finals, man.
Unless it's a Clasico.
No, I mean, yeah, like I agree, but like it's just cooler to me when it's two best teams from another country playing each other. I think that the structure it was better because the structure used to be like that, but the integration of so many teams, you're gonna have a lap. It's gonna crossover and have this, it sucks.
Yeah, it's a team that finished 4th in their leagues, like, ugh. Like,
yeah, and then they lost to it, and then what? So it's going to be Tottenham versus Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like Tottenham doesn't have their best guy. Like he got in there and
Harry Kane.
Yeah.
He said he can play.
Yeah.
Harry Kane said at the finals tomorrow I can play.
No, okay, well, that's good to know, Harry Kane.
Well, that's what he said.
What if you let the Harry Kane's like hella chubby? That'd be so funny. If he's like just been eating, chilling. He looks like the kind of dude who's gonna get chubby when he retires.
Oh, definitely. But
he had them cheeks.
Yeah, he does. He's like not very athletic, but he's a baller.
Oh, he's very good.
Yeah. He's like Luis Suarez, kind of like he can do all that stuff.
What was my prediction? I just want someone to score all the goals, but they lose.
Something like that. I don't know.
I want someone to score a hat trick and then they lose.
Honestly, like I really don't even care. But there's a part of me that's like, it'd be kind of cool to see Jurgen Klopp not win another final.
That'd be so funny, dude. That'd be really funny for him to go home with nothing again. He's in the final, he's gonna go home empty-handed again.
It'd be so funny to me, honestly, because here's the thing too. Like even though one of them's got to win, obviously, and I don't want to see Pochettino get a trophy.
I'm not on your side anymore. I lost it.
But remember when Leicester won EPL? People did not care. Like it's literally like it didn't happen. So that might end up being the case of Tottenham win Champions League.
No, I don't think so.
But it might end up just kind of being like a blip on the radar, which also kind of happened with Real Madrid when they won their 3 in a row. It was kind of like, they just won it last year, whatever. And even for that, but there's a part of me that would like to see Jurgen Klopp leave empty-handed,
especially after all the chants he does
and all the stuff. Just like, like I would just be like, you know what, I'm down for that. Like, let Liverpool fans wait.
I have too much. I'm too petty and have too much pride in my heart to allow myself to be losing Pochettino and titles.
Having a trophy, and you don't.
That's one of my most crown achievements on my resume. It's on everything I own. That
you have the same amount of
trophies as a champion, as a Europa League. I mean, a Champions League finalist / EPL coach.
Hey, one of them's got to win. Sadly, like the thing that I want to happen.
Pope can win. It's all good. He's not like a mean dude or anything.
Who?
Pope.
Yeah, no, like, but it's just out of me being like just cynical.
Let's keep it real though. I'm just not really hyped.
No, I'm not. I'm not excited.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. I think the last time
can we record on Saturday? What time are you free on Saturday?
I'm free in the afternoon. Yeah, we can. I work in the morning, so I'm down.
Okay, yeah. Well,
damn funny we did this on the air, but one more thing. I think that the last time I didn't care is this much about a Champions League final was when Porto was in the final. I was like,
and then you became a Porto fan later.
No, I just like whatever.
Okay, so yeah, that's those 2 finals or whatever.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, really quick before we go, I did want to mention this article's kind of long. I don't want to end up reading the whole thing, but
can we talk about Ramos or what?
Going to China, maybe?
Yeah, isn't that kind of wild? Did you see the report? There was an article someone else posted in the comment section. I was going to send it to you, talking about him having like terrible investments in Spain and being like in crazy debt. So the reason he's probably motivated by this is because he needs a lot of influx of money right now. And they said that he was on the tune of like $46 million in debt from these bad investments in Spain.
Ooh,
and I don't even judging, I'm gonna keep it real. It is possible, I think. And let's keep it real. When you get an LA tattoo, I don't think you make good decisions anyway. So he probably was messing around, homie. Okay. He seemed like someone could sell him on some hype because he has an LA tattoo. He probably believe anything.
Okay. Well, I can appreciate what Florentino Perez was saying because he's like, I think Perez is kind of like, I'd be down, but like we can't let him go for free.
Like I'm not saying you have to stay, but you're asking a lot for being like you're 33, you're the captain, and you not injured, and you want me to let you walk out this door for zero?
Yeah, you're a superstar.
Come on,
I can't let you do that.
I gotta get money off of you.
Yeah, you know what it is. You know what it is.
You know what the game is.
You know this is professional slavery.
To China?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean.
You know, Sergio Ramos is a funny dude. Can you imagine?
I'm not mad at him for wanting to go.
He's trying to get that bread.
Honestly, I'm not mad at that.
We were saying that even about your favorite player, Alex Oliveira, when he went over there instead of Liverpool. The player out of Shakhtar, your boy.
Alex Teixeira or whatever?
Yeah, you were excited about him.
You just said.
I said Oliveira.
What are you talking about? I was excited about him.
You love about him. You love him. You love him. So, that's your favorite player. You're a big Shakhtar fan, that's why. So, like, when he went over there, people were criticizing him. Like, well, he's trying to get his money. Oscar,
I don't think that was the case. I don't think that was the case. With Shakhtar? No, he got sold up the river, dog.
I mean, he did. But you know what I'm saying, though? It's money, though.
He got sold up the river. Just like Yannick Ferreira Carrasco, too. He got sold
Jackson.
He got sold up that river.
Yeah, Carrasco is the biggest case. Damn, I want to do a documentary on this now.
Just go back and listen to the episode when we talked about it. They got exposed.
They better put our clip in there.
You feel me?
And he has to go into the Japanese club with that young Rakuten logo.
You feel me? All I know is that same team that bought, what's his name, for Carrasco, they also own AMC theaters. Like, it's real in the field out here.
That's dope because that's a good theater.
So at least you're gonna get that sponsorship.
I want free cards.
Like honestly, like Ramos wanting to go to China, like it makes sense. Like he's hitting his mid-30s, and he's still a star.
We've been saying, what about him?
What about him?
About Ramos, his form.
Yeah, he's been declining the past like 2 seasons. Like it's been really bad. But honestly, this season everybody was bad.
It's cool. Did you see his quote that he said? He's like, one of the quotes he said, it was like, apparently told Perez, like, if you sell Ronaldo, it's gonna be like a rough year, and it really was. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, but
everybody knows.
I think Ronaldo wanted to leave, so that was
but I'm saying if you actually let him go for real, like, dude, it's gonna be rough this year.
I think Ramos wants to go get hella bread and also
he's won everything he could win,
and I think he doesn't want that high level of competition because honestly, he'd be good for Juve or something like that.
Yeah, I think he would too.
He could play in Italy for a long time.
I just think it's a lot of work,
but it's a lot of work, and I don't think he wants. I'm not mad at that. Like you kind of want to chill a little bit.
I mean, he's a dude that came up with 18. You've been playing a lot of years, man.
It's gonna
when you're a person that's goal setting, what do you want to say I've left to prove other than be like, I'm still the best? Like you won Champions League many times. Yeah. You won a league already. Like you kind of did it. The only thing probably left was that league win, and he got that.
Yeah. I think also it'll be hard work in China too. It's a lot of adjustments, hard work, but like you're making a lot of money. So like I think that for him, and it's not as much if he went to Italy or some other league. So yeah, I mean, I understand it, but I also see Perez kind of like, like I love you, but like we got to balance these books, homie. You know what I'm saying?
You got to understand. This is a business, man.
Yeah, this is a business. It ain't personal, but
it's business though.
But
this is a school. Oh, go ahead, man. But it's not school. This is business. We're trying to make money here.
I know what you're talking about. But really quick, Maine.
Do that again on the show.
Maine is going to become the first state in America to prohibit Native American mascots in all public schools.
Shout out Maine, real talk.
That's really
Shout out Maine the Lobsters. That's a really cool move. One of the most sickening things I ever seen in America is all these teams named after Native Americans mascots. It really bothers me. Redskins and I've seen it many times over the years. Warriors, Arrowheads, all that. Please get out of here. Just get out of here with all that. Yeah. Seminoles is really uncomfortable too.
Aztecs. We had a whole big thing.
Mayans, please get out of here.
We had a whole big thing when I was at San Diego State about like getting rid of the
they should.
The mascot or whatever.
Yeah, it's called some beach warmers or something.
Yeah, I used to go to the rallies. Do you remember when Bomani Jones wore that one shirt that said Caucasians at the Cleveland Indians logo thing? The Caucasians. And he got in so much trouble. I'm not going to get in trouble. People were like saying stuff.
Yeah, but like,
he's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, if anything, he's like literally like, I'm in the clear, just like you are.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, outside of every Cleveland Indians game, there's like people like protesting against, like a small contingent protesting against the mascot.
I mean, small or not, it's important that they're there, and I think it's great. I think it sucks that team still gets to have that name.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You know, I mean, as 7% myself, native South American, it's crazy because
I'm uncomfortable. But go ahead.
I'm gonna do this because I can. No, I just think that it's really it sucks to do. You know, these people have been through a lot, and then I think that like using their names based upon the history that they had, especially in America, which is a very violent history, involved a lot of taking and suffrage and pillaging of their lands and everything, to associate that as the rallying symbol and the symbol of your club and team, that's kind of really whack. And I really hope that this starts a wave towards something in the future. Shout out Maine. Never been there in my life. I'll never probably go, but shout out to them forever.
Well, it is the home of Stephen King. So, what's the name? What are the jokes they say in Brazil about indigenous people? Do they do it in Brazil? Well,
yeah, they do.
You don't know.
No, I mean they do. I think one of the biggest notes was that there was a lot of this. This is how you know there's a disconnect upon I think what Americans perceive as in Native American culture, especially not Native American, Native South Americans as well too. Once again, I'm gonna go back to MMA because I can. The recently strawweight champion Jessica, who beat Rose by throwing her upside down and knocking her in her head. I don't know if you saw that. She came to a few matches wearing Indian head garment, like a Native American head garment, right?
Where's she from?
She's from some Odeshi place, but she talks some place in the north. But she talks about having very deep roots, like her family is, and it's a really big part of their culture and belief system. And America's like, she can't do that, disrespecting them. And she was like, you don't know my life. And she showed a whole video about like her family, what they do, and how it's a big part of their association.
Where's she from again? The north? Because that's what you said. I asked her.
Yeah.
She said,
what is? I don't know what. I don't remember.
North what?
What do you want to hear?
Caesar, hold on. I'm saying
the northeast.
Northeast what?
Of Brazil.
Okay, thank you.
I was saying she's a Brazilian.
No, you never said that.
Oh, my bad. Down. Well, I thought you watched the fight. She destroyed Rose.
I'm like North what? I'm thinking like Canada.
Yeah, she's Eskimo.
Well, Caesar, I told you the other day I was watching. There was like a rally in Brazil. I don't know where it was exactly, but it was like indigenous people rally in Brazil, and they had like some of the same stuff they wear the indigenous people here.
No, they do. And her garment. They thought that like she'd come up with this as like some kind of toy, but she's like, no, this is traditional we wear in Brazil. It looks very similar. It's like the feathers and everything, and it had like the same kind of garment.
Yeah, let me relax because you might end up saying something.
I mean, I got a pass, but you don't.
Who? Well, there's a lot of people saying that black people are the original indigenous.
Oh God,
you never see.
You're just reading back page Twitter, you're having fun.
Well, that's true, but also you never seen the Olmecs, the Olmec statues. You never seen them?
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I'm a citizen.
Exactly. Anyway,
I don't gotta know American history.
I wanted to talk about that's Central America.
I don't gotta know about that. That really don't matter to me.
Yo,
hey, what they don't care about me? Why I care about them?
Anyway, I was going to talk about Hector Bellerin tweeting about the abortion ban.
Hey, Hector, you're capping, dude. No, I'm not doing this. Hector, I can. Hector, listen to me, dog. Listen to me. No. Let me talk to Hector real quick. Let me take Hector right now.
Crazy.
Hector, you.
I was not going to talk
Hector,
about.
I don't care what you were going to talk about. Hector, you ain't never drove down Grand Avenue and Orange and seen all the people protesting outside of Planned Parenthood. He's never done that. Okay. Until you've done that, then you can come around talking about what you don't know.
I want to cut this out, honestly. Anyway, I was going to talk about Hector Bellerin tweeting about the abortion ban with some information, actually, not just some emotional rant.
Who cares? Because no one's this deep in the show, anyways. We get 2 views on YouTube, and according to Simplecast, blank countries have been eliminated from our group. So I'm going to do what I want. You tweeted out the day we're a year and a half in.
We're 2 years.
2 years in. We're 2 years in. And 2 years in, I can't say what the hell I want. That I don't want to be on this show anymore.
Bye. Anyway, we made a podcast.com.
It's all gonna get cut out.
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah. We made a podcast on all social media. Holla at us. Check out Tiki Taka Podcast. Soon, I think I did a best of episodes 81 through 101.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was in there dying.
I'm not gonna lie, I do love the best stuff.
I was on there rolling. Yo ass talking about when we were talking about the NHL doing Black History Month. Oh my god!
I just want to let you know during that segment, I'm the last original. Everybody out here doing it for Instagram. I'm the OG saying this is all phony, and they're just trying to they're just clout chasing.
You changed your mind afterwards, so
yeah, because you were there. You guys were pressuring me.
Anyway, I'm really so done with this dude right now. Anyway, we made a podcast.com. Holler at us.